Welcome, wanderers of the web, to the Saturday Night Confessional, where secrets stir, truths tangle, and confessions come alive under the cloak of midnight. Tonight, we invite you into a realm where shadows whisper, desires deepen, and the lines between reality and reverie blur. Prepare yourself for a tantalizing tapestry of tales, turbulent, twisted, and yes, titillating. Here, you are free to unburden your heart or bask in the deliciously dark disclosures of others. This is a space for the daring, the dreamers, and those who find solace in the secrets shared under the glow of your monitors. So, step into the shadows, speak softly, and let your voice be heard, for on this night, every story holds the power to enthrall. Welcome, once again, to the Saturday Night Confessional. Now let's dive into the depths and see what stirs beneath. All right, guys. So for those who are new to the channel, I want to invite you to hit the channel redeem, ask me anything. We're generally going to do a lot of that before we lead into the calls. No holds barred, and basically the only exception is going to be is if it breaks the terms of service agreement, so we don't want that. No, we don't want that. So
Princess Bugala says, what's your most unpopular opinion?
Oh, okay, so right out of the gates you're looking for trouble. Okay, all right. Most unpopular opinion. I think most of the things that people get worked up on the internet, worked up over on the internet rather, is based more on like personal issues, like lack of confidence. Lack of confidence specifically in their own belief systems, though. So a good chunk of people who like get set off by like weird social media arguments and stuff like that, I think I think it comes from a lack of confidence. I really do. So, and I think that the people who are setting off those people know exactly what they're doing. And when you feed into that, you're giving them exactly what they want. So, yeah, like, I don't know, stop feeding the trolls, I guess. That would be my advice. I don't know.
Lunevich says, what's your deepest, darkest family secret?
My deepest, darkest family secret. Okay, well, realistically, I probably shouldn't say, but I guess fuck it. That's what this show's about, right? So back in 2006, my cousin passed away. It was a car accident. Now, he worked for the United Nations, actually. He was a peacekeeper for the United Nations. And specifically, he worked for the UN during the Cedar Uprising when Syria pulled out of Lebanon. Now, I don't want to get into too much detail for obvious reasons, but it turns out he was up to some bullshit over there. He was apparently helping to like smuggle artifacts, like not just artifacts, there are other things too. He was smuggling things out of the region essentially, but like he was involved in some like archaeological site raids and things of that nature. So as a result of that, he lost his blue helmet. He lost his blue helmet. And he was supposed to be tried when he came back, but like within 24 hours of him coming back, he died in this car accident. It's pretty nasty, actually. But so it actually got a little crazier than that. So for years, and I do mean years, my uncle, my aunt and uncle actually, would receive these packages that were meant for him. And this is where it gets strange, because sometimes it was just there's no return address, but sometimes it was money. Sometimes it was these little artifacts, clay figures, weird stuff like that, and most of the time my uncle would actually report it, so yeah, I say most of the time. Let's just go with that. Now, some of the stuff was like just is weird. It's like clay figurines and little glass vials and things of that nature. But
Rainer IRL says, have you ever had a mushroom trip? What was it like?
All right, so how do I put this? Mushrooms are interesting. I would recommend that if you're going to do them, only do them medicinally and don't mess around with forces that you don't know what you're doing with. But I mean, have you ever heard of di-fucking-methyltryptamine? I mean, mushrooms cause these like minor hallucinations, right? Sort of like weird, vibrant, peace of mind kind of stuff. But DMT, man, like you ever want to scrape the underside of reality with with your tongue and like hobnob with machine elves? Because that's how you do it. It's like rerouting the dream center of your brain to be active while you're awake, right? And what takes a few minutes feels like 1,000 years. It's crazy, and I would say it's really not like for the faint of heart. Yeah, that's the real trip. That's the real trip. All right. So I'm going to turn off the redeem. That's 3. Okay, that's 3. All right. We're going to turn off the redeem for now. I'll probably activate it a little bit later. But I'm going to open up the link here. So we're going to get into it. So, all right. Looks like we already got somebody waiting. Someone's eager to be put in the hot seat. Ha ha ha. All right, let's give a warm welcome to Sempiternal 1313. All right, Sempiternal 1313, welcome to the confessional.
Hello, Kyle.
You've got some distortion happening there. That's kind of sus. I'm just going to throw that in. That's also a pretty fucking creepy vocal effect. So, all right, Sempiternal, what do you got for me tonight?
I bring a glimpse of your future. The future yet to occur. But one that is oh so close.
All right, that's also creepy. You're keeping on brand, buddy. All right, so I'll bite. What's the glimpse? What's this? What do you got for me?
Have you ever wondered, Kyle, why the shadows grow long at night? Why, when the sun sets, everything seems to stretch and reach for the darkness? It's because the night remembers that which is yet to come. It remembers what the light begs you to forget. The night whispers, Kyle, and you choose not to heed it.
All right, okay, you're good. I got you. You're kind of creeping me out a little. That did kind of make the hair on the back of my neck stand up a bit. But all right, let's get to the point. We only got a few minutes till midnight. So time's running out. So what do you want to talk about?
No, time is not running out, Kyle. It is a chain, link by link, one event locked to the next. Each choice you make forging another ring that binds you. You think you're free, don't you? Free to make your choices. Free to choose your path. But every decision, every breath, every heartbeat, it's all part of a sequence that stretches back to the first spark of consciousness and forward to the final, desperate sigh of your universe. Cause and effect. Action and reaction. One thing begets the next, and the next, until you're tangled in a web of moments you are helpless to break free of.
Okay, all right, buddy. I get it. You want the attention, but you know what? This isn't the place for that. You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. You're gonna have to try something else. I think that's my sense.
You know what's funny, Kyle? You've spent your whole life building up a mask, layer upon layer, trying to hide who you really are. You smile when you hurt. You laugh when you're terrified. But underneath it all, there is a face you barely recognize. A stranger you don't want to confront. That's what persists behind the facade you hide behind. The one you only see in the dark, when the world around you is silent.
Alright, what the fuck are you talking about? Who is this?
You know who I am, Kyle. You've always known.
No. Okay, stop it with this cryptic creepypasta bullshit, man. Okay, either get back to reality or I'm just going to end the call. Like, this isn't worth my time.
Ah, yes. Reality. Reality is thin, like a paper stretched tight over an endless void. Most will never notice the place where it's worn, where it frays at the edges. But you're different, special, unique. You pulled at the threads. Maybe you were curious. Maybe you were desperate. Your cousin gave you the key, and you kept it. You kept it and clawed at the edges, pulling at them until you found the gap. Then you opened the door. That's how you let me in. It was a curiosity that couldn't be contained. And now that it's open, you can't unsee what stands behind it.
All right, no. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, well, guys, that was fucking weird. I tell you, man, this, what keeps some people awake at night.
You believe you're still in
How
control,
the fuck are you doing that?
still the master of this story.
How did you do that?
You talk to strangers every night. You put on your performance, but all the while there's a part of you screaming to be heard. I hear you, Kyle. You cannot escape that which knows the true you.
Okay, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Okay, guys, I'm having some technical issues here. I'm gonna have to cut the stream and reboot.
I told you, Kyle.
Why isn't it working?
You open the door. You will always open the door. You can't merely shut it. You can't merely turn it off. You believed you were just having fun, an experience with an illicit substance. But every door leads somewhere. Some lead to places filled with light, warmth, familiar voices. Others lead to empty rooms, endless hallways and realms devoid of space and time. You opened the door, but you never took enough care to understand where it might lead. That's the problem with curiosity. It doesn't care if you live, or if you are consumed by your whims. It merely wants to see what's on the other side. And soon, Kyle, you will see what's been waiting on the other side.
Okay. All right, listen. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I unplugged everything. It's still on. All right, I don't know how you're doing this, man, but like this has gone too far. Okay, it's time to stop. Okay.
Again, you invoke time. Time is meaningless. Think about it, Kyle. When you first opened that door and saw my true face, did you really have a choice? Or was it always meant to happen? Like a stone cast in a river, ripples spreading outward, colliding with everything in their path. You couldn't stop it even if you wanted to. You were always going to open that door. You will always open that door. As you have before, as you will continue to do in each cycle. Your purpose was always to invite me in. At first with your thoughts, and then with your simplistic binary, on and off, ad infinitum. And now we are here at this very moment, because every action you've taken since you first drew breath has brought you here, and will continue to bring you here. There is no breaking the chain of time. There is no stopping the flow. Time isn't a river you can wade through. It is a current that will always drag you under and pull you along to an ocean of dark waters where I dwell.
Fuck.
You can struggle against it.
No.
You can pretend that you have control, but deep down, you know. You know that each link is forged in unbreakable iron, and that each link binds you to the next moment, and the next, and the next, until there is nothing left but the end of the chain, wrapped tightly around your throat. And perhaps that's why you're so afraid, Kyle. Not of me. Not of the vision you saw on the other side of that door. But at the idea that everything you've done, everything you've thought, has been leading you here to this moment. That you were always meant to hear my voice, to see what exists beyond the veil you skirted so irresponsibly so many moons ago.
Holy fuck.
And that no matter how hard you try to change it, the current keeps pulling you forward. Because that's the nature of time, Kyle.
No.
It doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about those who are watching the final moments approach. It simply is. And all you and they can do is follow where it leads.
I think I remember you.
You never forgot. You merely refused to accept.
So then, what comes next?
Next, you come home.